As an introvert, I always like to observe people and things around me. And especially when I was a child, I would observe people who were married. I wanted to know how they behave, are they happy, what is marriage actually all about. Because you cannot just get an example from your parents, that is one example. What about all the other people? So I would do that. I would observe other adult people, and let me tell you, I did not like what I saw. Because everywhere I looked, people were miserable. They were not happy. They were arguing. They were insulting each other. Some men even beat their wives. Other men would not help around the house. They would just go to work and do nothing else. So women were resentful. It's normal. And so I just wanted to desperately find a good example so I could say, okay, these people have a great marriage, so maybe one day I will have a great marriage too. I just wanted to find that perfect example, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find someone normal. Some people were maybe okay, maybe, at least I thought they were, but after a while I would hear something or I would see something. It was not fun. It was not fun. And let me tell you, not only that, but some of the adult people, when I was a teenager, so later on, they will say things like, oh, marriage is only good for the first 2 years, and then it's awful. I would hear people who would say, I stayed with my girlfriend and I asked her to marry me because I got used to her. Not because I love her, not because she's wonderful, but because I got used to her. So I asked her to marry me and she said yes. So this is his fiance and this is what he's talking about. I was shocked and I was disgusted, and I lost all faith in marriage and in adult people. Then I met people, my age, that were coming to me to get to know each other. I also did not like those people either, until I met my husband. Then boyfriend, of course, now husband. But he was the only man that he was actually a wonderful person, inside and out. And when I started talking to him, when I started to get to know him, I started to have faith in relationships because we were so good for each other. He would show me love and support and no red flags. Since the beginning, there were no red flags in this man. We had the same values and we were a perfect match for each other. Sometimes you find that early in life, sometimes maybe it will take longer. But my point is, I was now the example of a good relationship and a good marriage. I tried to find it in other people, but I didn't find it. And I thought it was not possible to have a good marriage or a proper relationship, because marriage is just a paper. But the relationship is what is important. And so I became that person. I became the one who was a good example for other people. When we were not married, when we were still in a relationship, it was an amazing relationship. So all of my friends would ask me for advice. They would ask, how do you behave? What do you do? oh, your husband is wonderful. Yes, he is wonderful, but it's not just that, yes, people need to be wonderful to have a wonderful relationship. That is true. But also you need to know how to communicate and what to do, what not to do in order for this relationship to be a wonderful relationship and for a marriage to be a wonderful marriage. So if you don't see a good example around you, you can actually study. You can search for information. At least now there are so many good books and podcasts and just people who give wonderful advice, even for free, on the internet. So you can learn what a good, proper relationship is and what to do and what not to do, so you can implement that and you can live your life and have a wonderful relationship and a wonderful life. I understand that not everyone wants to be married, but since you clicked on this video, I suppose you want to be married. And I have achieved so much more than if I was alone and doing all the things by myself. I will give you an example with horses. We are not horses, we are people, but this, I think it's a good example. It shows what it can be done when you cooperate with each other. So, there was an example about horses who were the strongest breed, and one of them could pull 1 ton of material if he was by himself. 2 of these horses that did not know each other, they were not practicing with each other, they could pull 3 tons, so much more. And then 2 horses that they knew each other and they would practice with each other, they could pull 5 tons of material. So imagine what you can do when you're with someone you love, when you're in a good relationship. You can achieve so much more emotionally, materially, in every way possible. You can achieve so much more when you're with someone, if that is what you want to do. If you prefer to be alone, that is your choice. You can be alone. I'm saying that wonderful marriages do exist, and please do not lose hope if you don't see them around you. You can be the example for the other people. You can ignite them. You can be the example that they want to see. And by doing that, other people will see that marriage can be wonderful and they can do it too. Also, young children, they need to see that marriages can be good and people can be happy. And they're not together just because of the children or just because financially they cannot afford to divorce. No, because they love each other and they communicate properly. Proper communication is very, very important in marriage. First, you have to love each other. If you don't love each other, you won't want to do anything. But if you love each other, you want to do everything for that person and for you. This is for you. If you become a better person for yourself, then you will be a better person for your husband too, or for your wife, for whoever. You will be a better person for all the other people that are around you, you see. So, enjoy your marriage and enjoy your life and be the light for other people. Sometimes when people ask me, how is your marriage? How is your life? And when I say it is wonderful, they look at me with shock. I don't think that some of them believe me. just because they don't believe that marriage can be great and that your life can be great. But your life is what you make of it, so you can make it wonderful. If you don't know how, listen to people who know how. They will tell you, and you will implement that, and you will enjoy your life. It is not that difficult. You as a woman have a lot of power to set the tone in your marriage. So do that, and don't be afraid. I said this in a previous video before, and I will say it now again because I think it is important information. The two people that I got most out of were John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. That is an excellent book. He has series of books, but at least read one and see if you resonate with it. And the other one is Laura Doyle and her Empowered Wife podcast. These two were extremely helpful to me to make my marriage even better. And maybe you have other people that you like to listen. Just beware, not all advice out there is a great advice. These are two that help me. If you have other people that you like to listen, go ahead and do that. Just enjoy the process and know that it is possible to be done, okay? That is what I want to tell you. Until next time, enjoy everything that you're doing. Bye.